turned you up so I can hear you a little bit better. Yay! Hey, Taylor.
Hey, Melissa. It's been so long.
Forever, right? Like, I don't even want to talk about how long.
You look good, though.
Thank you. And you are doing great. I can't wait to talk about everything tonight. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So I have shared this to some of my pages. If you want to share it to your personal page, your business page, so that way people can join us wherever they are tuning in from. Taylor, that would be good. I don't know if you have another device. Hey. So if you want to share it, I shared it a couple of places, and then we'll go ahead and get started. So for those that are joining tonight, I am Melissa J. Nixon, Executive Leadership Coach, Business Coach, and founder of the Courageous Life Academy. And for many of you that have been joining, we have been doing Courageous Conversations, since about the end of February. So we cover everything from leadership, business, faith, to be able to encourage women leaders and women entrepreneurs to make their next courageous move. So many times I will feature a guest who is basically doing her thing to encourage you, to inspire you to say, what am I doing that I can do differently? Now, there's one caveat. Whether you are watching live or watching the replay, you have to figure out, what am I going to take away from this conversation and apply to my life, my leadership, or my business? You have to walk away with an action item. That's just like non-negotiable. So in the meantime, I cannot wait to introduce tonight's guest. She is one of Charlotte's most infamous, best, most popular personal trainers in our area, Miss Taylor Calamese. And not only that, she is doing some great things in her company and in her brand. And I'll have her tell you all about how long her company has been in existence, but she's recently not only rebranded, but expanded. That's a good one right there. A lot of times we rebrand, but at the same time, are you expanding in that rebrand? I see so many people doing new photo shoots every other week, and doing new logos and working on their website. But Taylor has actually grown in size, in capacity, added team members, in all the whole nine, which we can't wait to hear about tonight. She's also a regular feature on Fox 46, Charlotte Today, Good Charlotte Today. And Taylor, we're just so glad that you're here tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. So everyone that's watching live or either watching the replay, what I'd love for you to be able to do, this is all about Small Business Month. So if you know anyone that is running her own small business, whether they're just starting out, especially if they're in a position of looking like, I feel like they want to expand their brand, this is the episode for them to watch tonight. Like, it really is, because we're going to talk about how you may feel like it's time for you to expand, but it may not really be time for you to expand. And how do you keep going in the space that you're in until you know it's really time? And so share this video with her, private message her, tag her, whatever you need to do. But this is for her. So Taylor, first of all, why don't you just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your background? Now, first of all, there's like 25 certifications on your website. Like, we may not need that whole list, but why don't you just give us like the CNN version of the Taylor Calamese that we all know and love here in Charlotte?
So again, I'm Taylor Calamese. I'm the owner of Charlotte Fit here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I am certified as a personal trainer, exercise physiologist, and weight management specialist. So that is where I focus much of my training and my emphasis with clients. I also have a master's in exercise sports science from East Carolina University. And then my concentration there was physical activity promotion. So the whole concentration and focus on promoting physical activity in the general population. So the psychology behind it, measuring it, assessing it, that's what I got my master's in.
Awesome. Awesome. And so one of the things that I love about Taylor's story, and we'll get into her personal story in just a second, is that she not only has all of the education, degrees, and certifications behind her name that qualify her to what she does, but she's a real person and she has a personal story, which I hope she shares a little bit with us tonight. But that'll be up to her, how deep she wants to go with that. But in the meantime, why don't you tell us a little bit about the business side and why you launched the personal training company? What was it originally called? And then we'll get into the brand expansion, what's happening in 2018. But let's start from the beginning.
Okay. So I originally launched my company in 2014, October 2014. I was in Greenville, North Carolina. I was still getting my master's at ECU, and I was also faculty at ECU. So I was teaching and training, but I was actually working for a company. Their ideals, the integrity behind things was a little, it compromised my values and moral system. So I worked there for a year, but everything was sell, sell, sell. So whether people had the money for it, whether they were just getting on their feet, whether they even needed training necessarily, it was sell to them. Taylor, sell them the $99 package, sell them, and that really mess with my integrity. And so I had the experience I needed for a year. I got to see what I liked, what I didn't like about the business. And so after that, I ventured out on my own. I had a little space at first. I got kicked out of that space because the whole downtown Greenville was renovating and changing up everything. So then I had to find a new space. I ended up getting my first own space at the back of a hair salon. So that worked out really great. I didn't need much space. All I needed was my own. I needed a little equipment, and I needed the clients. So it worked out really good. It was a very good symbiotic relationship because I would send clients their way. You know how Black women can be about their hair. So women would come work out my way and they would go work out, or they would get their hair done and they would send them back to me as far as go check out our trainer and see if you're interested in her services. So it worked out really, really well. I was there from 2014. I was there for a year, 2014 through 2015. My company was originally TC Lifestyle Fitness. So Taylor, Calamese, and then Lifestyle Fitness. This year, let's see, maybe a month ago, I've been working on the rebranding for a while, but I changed my company name from TC Lifestyle Fitness to Charlotte Fit. The reasoning behind that, it was very scary. First of all, I was attached to like TC Lifestyle Fitness.
I had attached to it.
I love it was me. It was my baby.
I know. I remember.
But the big thing that happened was I hired a business coach and he said, Taylor, we have to change your name. I'm like, we're not changing my name. This is my name.
You can do whatever. You told me the same thing. You told me the same thing.
We're not changing it.
Okay.
But you know what? It comes a time in life where you only know what you know. And if you continue to work on what you know, you won't get very far than what you continue to learn in your own little hemisphere or world. And so I finally realized if I am reaching out to somebody for help, for growth, for expansion, I need to trust that. I need to trust that there's a bigger vision at play that I can't see. And so he said, we're going to change your whole company name because people need to feel a part of it. It needs to speak to the city. It needs to be more general and broad. You know what TC Lifestyle Fitness is. Your clients know, but nobody else would know, and so I trusted the vision and it's been really good. Like the reception, even being on the news to have Charlotte Fit, everybody does feel very connected. So it's a lot more general. So eventually I feel like, I know I'm going to step out of the business to travel more, maybe open up more locations, to do more speaking engagements. So I need for it to be able to be branded across all, spectrums. I need everybody to be, whoever I want to bring in there, to be able to work there and it not be my stuff.
Wow. So first of all, congratulations. One, it is a huge endeavor to launch a company in the first place. And mind you, you are a mover and shaker at a very young age. And so you're talking about years like 2014, 2015. I'm like, Taylor, you look so young. And I remember when we met, I was like, wow. And so that's the first. Like, we just have to applaud that. And then the second is the willingness to expand, the willingness to be able to grow. And I want no, let me take that back. It's not just the willingness, because a lot of people are willing. A lot of people have the thoughts, the ideas of they want to grow bigger, they want to be beyond where they are, but you execute it. So that's
Yeah,
what
and
we
it's
have to
scary.
applaud you on. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. So why
Yeah,
don't we
I'm
talk about
excited.
that? Why don't we
It's
talk about the fact that it was scary?
yeah, it's scary. It continues to be scary. I've had very like real transparent moments with my coach where it's like, look, I need to feel like you're right here because we're changing up my whole company name. Like everything that has become comfortable to me now is like we're switching it up, and it's I need to know that you're here with me doing this. And so, I mean, I think a big thing is enlisting help. You can, like I said, you only know what you know. You can only see what you can see. As many books as you may read, you still need somebody who has an eagle's eye on your stuff coming in, because particularly when you work in your business, I'm a great trainer. I'm a great trainer. The business aspect, I've had to grow into that, and I'm still learning. So the big thing is that um, I mean, it's going to be uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. I'm moment of transparency. I was crying today. I was very upset just because it's like it's tough. It is very tough.
So why
There's a
were
lot.
you crying today? To let if you took us that far in, so tell us
Yeah,
what happened that you were like needed to have a moment.
I had a moment with my coach today on the phone because I'm like, there is a lot required of me. There are a lot of moving parts. I have a grand opening happening. I'm bringing in people that are going to be working with me. So a nutritionist, another trainer. There are different systems that have to be set up in place for them. Um, there's emails I have to send out to know, build partnerships to let people know I'm here. There's advertising I have to do. What else? There's, reaching out to the news to, make sure that I keep that connect going. There's a proposal I had to send out. I'm trying to bring in a massage therapist. So there's just, on top of like my personal stuff, there's a business I'm building again, like from scratch. So I think that's the big thing. You build a business and you can't walk away from it. It's a growing entity. It's a living, breathing thing. So I was just sometimes it feels like too much for me. I'm like you said, I am young, and like I see people and it seems like they're doing it all and they are like finessing it. They are like treading, and this is just what they do. And I
Yeah,
know that
yeah.
is perception, and social media can have you out here like feeling like you are doing nothing because you
Right,
see what
right.
everybody else out. And so I just really broke down. Like I'm like, I am doing everything. I am trying to figure out how to build the best foundation that I can. And I know that it's going to be beautiful when it's all said and done. I know that it is going to change so many lives, but I understand there is a growing gap right now. I know where I need to be and where I'm trying to be, and well, all these little steps, they mean something, and where my coach knows I'm going to be. But like I'm having to overcome myself over and over and over on a daily basis to like get there. And it's very uncomfortable. And sometimes he'll tell me, I'll post something and it's because what I'm used to posting, he'll be like, take it down, take it down. And everything in me wants to fight him and be like, no. But it's like I have to trust the vision that I can't see, and that is I am having to like talk to myself over and over and over and remind myself of the purpose in it all. Remind myself that like this is not for me. It's not just my journey. It's going to change so many people's lives. And so I have to like stick with it. Stick with it, Taylor. But I was, I had a breakdown today. Like I know it's going to be worth it, but it's hard right now. It is so hard right now.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Just breathe. Just breathe. It is hard. But at the same time, and I know, um, I know that a lot of times it may feel like you are doing it all.
Yeah.
I know that it does. But I just want to encourage you that even in the midst of feeling like you're doing it all, you're not.
Yeah.
All that's required of you is to be able to do whatever the next right thing is in front of you. And that's what you've been doing, you know?
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
yes, is there a whole to-dos that need to get done? And so, oh no, we lost Taylor. I'm going to keep talking until she comes back. But as I was telling Taylor, are there times where we feel like it's just us? Yes. And we feel like there are so many other to-dos that we have, things that we have to do. Do the thing that is right in front of you. And yes, so excited and can't wait to come and get myself back into, yes, you and the rest of the Charlotte community, especially those that are in North Charlotte. So I just want to encourage you in that. So a couple of things that we talked about so far with Taylor and the expansion of her business to My Charlotte Fit is that one, it is a scary thing. Second thing is it wasn't an overnight process. She didn't wake up yesterday and said, this is who I'm going to be today and put it all in motion. It's taken some time. The third thing is she got help. One of the things that she's mentioned several times in this first, 20 minutes of our conversation is that she can only see what she sees. She can only see, and especially because she knows personal training, but the business aspect, she may not know as much. And so I encourage you, get the help you need. In every courageous conversations, there will be no way around it. You will need to be able to get the help you need, whether that's through coaching, mentorship, and